What's up, everybody? Saturday night. This week went by pretty nice. We're back again. Ray Friesen House. He says, hi, Rick. Hope you had and everyone is having a great day. Rocking absolutely, Ray. Good to see you, buddy. Stardust here. Chris Liggett. Donald James. He'd be back in a few. All right, all right. One more quarter. Good to see you, buddy. Nachiket in the house. Hello, buddy. Lisa, how you doing tonight? Nachiket said, this is not a warm. It's a hot up. Yeah, true that. LVD, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend. Not too much plans for tonight. Probably just goes to 11 o'clock and then we're out of here. We'll try and do a couple of different things. But, we'll try and do an hour of songs of the week and then an hour of acoustic messing around. And I'm tired today. I woke up at, well, I got woken up at 3:15 in the afternoon. So I was sleeping real good. I was getting some sleep. I'm still tired though. It was a long week. I gotta say. We'll see if we can find some fun stuff to do. I haven't played it in a while. I don't think we played this one in a minute. This is always a fun one. Let's see. I hope everyone's doing good tonight. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. George Kaplan, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Lisa loves it. She says, no vertical night. I know, right? No vertical, yeah. The horizontal is nice and chill. Good times. But the vertical's been blowing up this week. I gotta say, we've been doing real good this week. A lot of trolls as usual, but beyond the trolls, it's been a lot. It's been a pretty big week, this one. So, but I like Saturdays to just calm down, relax, have a good time. I can talk slowly and all that. Rosana, buenas noches. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's try this one. I haven't played this one. This is not really a new song of the week, but it's a nice. We still got to warm up. I didn't play all day, of course, or yesterday at all. So we got to get something cooking here. See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you don't play, every day. Like you take a day off and you forget to do stuff. That's how I do. That's how I roll. That's a nice one. You can do it slow, you can do the fast, you can get it all in one shot. So I like that. Where did that go? Okay, it was right there. All right, let's see. We're starting to heat up a little bit now. Let's see. Not you kidding, no, vertical blows up. Yeah, vertical goes wild, man. It goes wild, but yeah, it's worth it. You got to do it. I mean, I think you doing it this way is fine, but just if anyone cares or anyone ever wants to try this horizontal stream style, YouTube does not promote this at all. It does not tell anybody unless you are you have your notifications on to know about it. It really doesn't tell anybody about it. They don't promote it in any way. They don't put it anywhere. With the vertical ones, they promote the heck out of it. So if you're doing good and it sees you're doing good, they'll keep sending you more people and stuff like that. So, but I like the Saturdays. I've done Saturdays for 2 years now. 2 years. I do something every Saturday, except when I'm working, of course. But this is a great way for me just to chill out, get some content for the week, have a great time with all you people, and that's what's up to me. That's what I like the best. Chris Lee, it's good to see you, man. Nasha Kitsa, he's glad to be early. There you go. OP says, "Whoa, this is the first non-vertical stream from Rick I've seen." Here you go, OP finger. Yeah, you know, and I do like the verticals. I know it's crazy, but you know, it keeps me on my toes, you know, and I like that. And it brings a lot of people in there. But yeah, this is a nice different stream. Every Thursday night I say, hey, I'll be back, or yeah, Thursday I'll say, be back on Saturday. It's going to be nice and different on Saturday, so be warned, be warned. But Rhonda Baker's in the house. How you doing, Rhonda? It's always good to see you. All right, so we got a moving groove tonight. Let's see what we got here. So I'm going to try and go through like songs of the week. I started writing songs of the week back in, I don't know when, August 17th, 2024 is probably when I started writing songs of the week. So we're kind of going to run through a few of these and see what we can find. Here's a good one. We always know this one. Shadows is a great one. That was a song of the week. That was written in probably October 26th or so, 27th, something like that. All right, we'll go with the Shadows. I wonder if I can pop these shirts up there. You know what, I can. We have a Shadow shirt. And there is news. We're almost done with those Symphony 40 shirt, if you can believe it. We've got a Symphony 40 shirt coming. It's almost ready. Few more tweaks to go, but I think we got it. This one's a classic, the old Shadows. We'll pop that up on the screen for everyone. And then we will play this song. T-shirt song. Let's go. Once you step into the shadows, you better step out soon. That gets crazy. That's a wild tune. It's a fun one to play, honestly. It really is. Now we're starting to heat up in these comments. Good to see everyone hanging out tonight. Val Kimber in the house. There you go. Donald James, what's up, bro? Nashi Kev's feeling that. Thank you, buddy. Rosana says, I don't understand anything you say. I have to study English. I feel like I need to learn Portuguese, probably, really. Let's see. Lisa says, awesome job, except for the commercial. Thank you. I know, right? I try and keep it very chill on the ads on this thing, like the lowest amount of possibility ads that you can do on this one. So I apologize for that. Unfortunately, if you want to, just in case, I monetize these videos in case if something ever happens, like I do some show and everyone in the world's like, check out this show, and it gets like 1 million views or something. I mean, it's wishful thinking, of course, but but you have to monetize it in some form or fashion, if it all happens. So, thank you, Nashi Cat. Thank you, buddy. What is that? Val said, never heard of this stuff. What's it like? What was Val? I missed it. I missed what Val was saying. Shoot. Val says, check out the Pitchfork Project. What's that? That sounds like a bunch of people going crazy. Uh-oh. Lisa says, commercials are on. Okay. Well, I can turn it on. I wish I could turn it on. I don't think I could turn it off during. You know what? I probably could. Hang on. I got an idea. I'm gonna try something. Yeah, see? I can only do low. Dang. Oh, you know what I could do? Man, well, those are mid-roll ads. I'd have to figure that out. I'd have to figure that out for the future. Okay, Val says they're pretty synthy. Interesting. Val says, I fade right into the crazy. I know, right? Don says, every time I come here, the subs go up 54K. It's pretty good. Yeah, we're doing good, man. Like I said, it was like slow for a couple of weeks, and then this last week just like boomed like crazy. Like I was like at 52 going 53, and we're almost at 55 or whatever. Like, whoa, man. That's the power of those vertical streams, I tell you. Evan Kelly, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Well, the goal is 100,000. If we can hit 100,000, then I'll be that my goal will be there, and I'll be after that. It's just like whatever happens. We'll see. All right, what is this song? Oh, that's that crazy song there. That's too fast right now. Looking. This one's a weird one. All right, we'll try this one. I haven't played this one in a minute. I hope I remember it. Don't be mad if I mess up somewhere, because I remember this. All right, let's try. interesting song. I barely remember right now. Kind of crazy. That one ripping part is crazy. That's pretty fast. A lot of 30-second notes going on over that one. Val Kimber asks, what's a vertical stream? So Val, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, I do the vertical streaming, which is basically instead of 1920 by 1080, it's 1080 by 1920. So it's like if you're looking at YouTube Shorts or you're looking at TikTok or Instagram sized video projection or whatever you want to call it. So, and what YouTube does is they have their own section. So if you're like browsing Shorts videos, doom scrolling or whatever, they will pop up a live stream in your scrolls. And if you're interested, you'll click on it and watch this live stream. Excuse me, and that's what they do. That's how they promote a lot of people doing it. So it's very lucrative if you can get into it, and anyone can do it. All you need is a phone, or what I got is a OBS software system. It's not hard to do, honestly. Donald James says the algorithm is accelerating. Yeah, when it happens, it works. But what happens with the algorithm is pretty simple. On YouTube, it's like you have to have your video needs views, a lot of views, number one, a lot of comments, number two, number three, it needs a lot of likes, and then shares on top of that. So there's 4 different pieces of the puzzle, and if all those things are pushing, YouTube's algorithm will see that and go, hey, people like this video, let's push it to some more people, and if those people like it, let's push it to some more people beyond that. So that's how videos go viral, honestly. Basically YouTube's setup is anytime like a video comes out, they'll put it to a certain amount of people to watch, and if those people like it a lot and it does well, they'll push it to another group of people, and it'll just keep going and going and going until people stop watching it or whatever. Nashi Ket says, started checking out Ingve because of you. So thanks, nice dude. Ingve is a great person to check out, there's no doubt, man. Evan says, Saturday always vertical, guys. Don't stress, it's not broken. I know. I try and say, remember Evan, I say on Thursdays, like, Saturday is a little different, so, be warned. It's a little different. Nashi Kid, there you go, brother. T-Bird knows, full screen Saturday. You get the full Mars null effect. Well, actually, yeah, you can see the Mars null. It's funny, dude. I'm looking at a Marshall cabinet and an amp on, there's a Marshall 1960 A cabinet, a JCM 800 cabinet on Facebook, and it's real close by. He only wants $350 for it, but instead of Mars null, it's like Ars null, because the M's all broken. I'm like, man, why are these cabinets always broken? But I might go get it either way and see if I can find a new Marshall logo for it. Val says, I want to try a scallop fretboard like Ingve. Yeah, that's wild, dude. I don't know if you can find them locally, and maybe in your neck of the woods. Some music store might have a Ingve Strat to try, but it's pretty wild, dude. It's not for everybody, I can tell you that. You won't play like Ingve. It'll take you a long time if you play like Ingve on that thing. There you go, Val. Thank you, Lisa. I just can see a bug on my wall. Great. Oh, let's see. Donald James like, that's a crazy one. I haven't played that one in a while. Evan said he's fixing gel blasters today. What's that? Yeah, Val said the cheetah of guitar players, right? George Cabanassi, man, this one's a stand. I dig. Nice, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna try and play some stuff that I don't usually play. To see, because a lot of new people don't get to hear a lot of this stuff because they haven't checked out the Saturday streams when I was doing the song. So we'll try and look for some stuff that I haven't done in a while. There you go, T-Bird. Rosano, obrigado. Nashiket, thanks, buddy. Darrell's in the house. What's up, Darrell? Happy Saturday to you. Donald James owes the mobile perspective, yeah, for sure. Thank you, Darrell. T-Bird knows ain't no Saturday like a Mars null Saturday. I know, man. I might go get this under cabinet, man. It's a 1960A JCM 800's got the GT12 75s in it. I'm like, man, I might go get it, man. I might go get it. All right, no worries, Lisa. Juji's in the house. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. We doing pretty good. I slept in really good today. But I could have kept sleeping. I really could have kept sleeping. I was like, man, well, we had to get up. Donald says, I could share your videos. I'll start posting more. In fact, right now, go for it, brother. No worries, man. Darrell's doing good. Good to hear it, Darrell. Donald says, if you hear Yngwie, then you'll actually where Rick gets his. It's true, yeah. I'm very influenced by Yngwie. Darrell says, tonight's the UFC fight. Oh, shoot, man. Who's fighting tonight? T-Bear said he likes the Mars and all that. He wouldn't change. I wouldn't change it, yeah. The other one, I'll think I might get the dude only wants $350 for it. It's around the corner, I think, too. Okay, Evan says gel blasters are like BB airsoft. Oh, nice, dude. I used to get those airsoft guns, man. Those are fun to mess with. All right, let's see. Let me start unmuting songs and see what we got here. What was that? Which one was that one? Was that? What that one? All right, that last one was called 0928. That's a ballad. That one's a weird one. All right, there you go. We haven't done Thrones of Obsidian, so we'll do Thrones. This was the first song of this year, January 4th, 2025. Throne of Obsidian is what it was called. It was always fun to play. I like that one. That's a winner right there for sure. I totally forgot it. I should have thrown up the shirt. In case you never saw it before, we had a shirt for that one too. We have a lot of shirts. If anyone's ever interested, we do have shirts and other memorabilia. Hey, what the heck, man? Oh, because it's called Throne of Obsidian. I'm going to pop this shirt up there too, just so you can take a look. If you've never saw this t-shirt, this is a pretty cool one. I like this one. I wouldn't mind picking one of these up for myself at some point. Well, there's that one. Let's see. That was Thrones. Okay. All right, we'll stop there and we'll look and see what else we got. Let's see. We got a lot of comments cooking now. It's starting to heat up around here. That's what I like to see. Let's see. Anthony Koo, what's up, buddy? He says, still at work. I'll be on popping in and out. Everyone have a great night. Thank you, Anthony. It's great to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing okay there. Nashi Kid says, are you into any modern classical composers? I guess, I'm not sure. I don't think so. I can't think of any, Nashi Kid. No, I like the old, the 17th and 18th century ones are my favorites. The only ones I really listen to. Stardust, she listens to it, dude. What's that guy's name? Stardust, Ludovico, something or other. It's an Italian dude, and he does a lot of like, I would say neoclassical, you know, for like, you know, classic in the true classical sense of, I want to say neoclassical, new classical. If you didn't know, the word neo means new in Latin. But yeah, I can't think of his name. Ludovico. I think his name's Ludovico something. Stardust will tell you, but he's very good. He does some wild stuff, man. And he's very, you know, he's very knowledgeable of classical music. So, but he writes all this new kind of classical stuff lately. But otherwise, yeah, I don't listen to much otherwise. Let's see. Ken Kramer announced, what's up, Ken? Thank you, Nashiket. Rosanna says, Rick plays some banda. Oh, she wants to hear Ingra. I don't know any Ingra. I don't know any. What's the Ingra album I know is a little, I've listened to is a little bit of Fireworks. I really like that one. Keenan Page, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. I'm doing good, bro. Hope you're all right out there. It actually says, imaginary conducting engaged. There you go, buddy. Donald says, I always thought Incubus was a stoner band. Kind of heavy, kind of sludgy. Yeah, they were definitely not a stoner band. They were a pretty big band, too. Donald James knows Anger's a good band. Those guys can fly. Yeah. Some classic stuff, man. I never tried to learn any of their stuff. Alfred Wayne in the house. He says, do you enjoy the Trans-Siberian Orchestra Christmas music? I saw them live. My face always melted off during the Carol Bells. Oh, yeah. Yeah, TSO is great, man. I know quite a few of the dudes that are in the TSO. Including John Oliva, the one who started it all. But yeah, they got some great stuff. Paul O'Neill was the real, you know, kind of producer of it all. And yeah, they find some of the greatest musicians. Who have I known? Bill Hall. I'm sorry, not Bill Hall. What's his name? Can't think of his name. Bill Hudson. Sorry, Bill Hudson was playing in there for a while. Johnny Middleton. Chris Caffrey, of course. There's a couple other people, if I can't remember. Al Petrelli. But yeah, they do some great stuff. It's a huge show every year. It's been a huge show. Anywhere you go, it's a huge show. They actually have two bands, actually. One for the East Coast and one for the West Coast. It's that big. Yeah, they're huge. I enjoy that. I've never gone out and seen it, but I've watched the videos of it. Evan says, I find it hard to find wings that aren't spicy. Huh. Yeah, you can get them around here. Any wing place, you can get whatever you want on them, man. You can get barbecue sauce, you can get lemon pepper sauce, whatever you want, man. I don't like hot wings myself. I like, you know, barbecue. Donald James says, can anybody post the link to the merch store? Oh, yeah, probably. I probably can. Let me see. How do I click? Okay. How do I click it? I can't even click it. Let me see. We find it here, man. Fourth wall. I swear, man. I'm like constantly logging into stuff. All right, let me get that link for you, brother. If I can find it. Where is it at? Products. Oh, here we go. Let me take this. Let me fix this link, dude. Okay, here we go. Here is the Rick Renstrom shop. Check that out. All right, there we go. There's the Rick Renstrom shop. Evan says bees can do a good tweak, giving directions. There you go. Nashi Cat says Ludovico. I'll check it out. Yeah, Stardust. Look for Stardust. Stardust will say the exact name. Maybe I can. She might be busy. Let me look. I know it's Ludovico. Oh, here it is. Okay, I found a Nashi Cat. I don't know how to. I don't know if he's got like a website or something. Here you go. Here's a website. He probably got some stuff on there, but it's like it looks like it's in Italian, so I don't know. But this is his website at least, so you know what his name is. There you go. If anyone's interested, like new classical sounds, that's the dude's name, Ludovico Einaudi. Italian, he is Italian. Don James says he'd love to see that Trans-Siberian Radio. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I've seen the videos. I had the live videos. I haven't been to like one live for real, but let's see. Gratitude in the house. How you doing, buddy? He says he at work by listening to you. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. Juji said, please shred my face off. It needs a good shredding. We got you covered. You know how we do. Peggy, Hecky, good to see you. Buenas noche. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm terrible with it. I'm surprised I remember that name. Let's see. Feisty in the house says Jeff's Music Gear sells Sweetwater Damage O-Box. I checked it out. He didn't have nothing for me, man. He had no Marshall stuff. He had no Jackson stuff. That's all right for me, but he has some stuff though. He has some stuff. Nashi Kid says thanks, Ray. I really like your classical one. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, for sure. If you're gonna, for me it was Bach. And then Mozart. I grew up on a lot of Bach and Mozart, and then those have always been my two favorites. Mozart's up a little level, but yeah, for sure. Tiber says a good pinch harmonic dive bomb would be nice. One of these. Can't go wrong with that. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, let's all right, let's see what else we got. Trying to rip through some jams. Let's see, what is this? Okay, I think we played this one. No, I'll play that one. I played this one during the week. It's a good. This one's starting to be fun. think that's called Suave, actually. I think we found the title for that one a while back. I should mark that one. Okay, take the shirt off. Let's see, kill that. That's a fun one to play. I played it out of nowhere last week, and I was like, man, this is fun to play. Rosanna was Angra. Judy says, just electrocute me with your Jackson. There you go. That could be bad, though. Be careful. Oh, yeah. I meant to tell you a story. Did I ask you to remind me of the story? Oh, yeah. We were talking about voltage or something. So, I'll tell you what. A weird story. When I was a little kid, I was probably like 6 or 7 or something like that, man. And there was, where was I? It was like some sort of daycare thing, you know. And they had like a little like playroom, and there was a jukebox there, and there was a quarter stuck in the slot. And I got some paper clip. I got a paper clip, and I took it all apart, and I was like fashioning into some sort of like pincers, and I was trying to get the quarter out. And then for some odd reason in my mind, I don't know what was going through my brain, but I took the paper clip, and I saw an outlet, electrical outlet on the wall, and I thought maybe if I put it in there, the cord will pop out or something. I don't know. And that's why I took the paper clip, and I plugged it into the outlet. Zapped, complete zap. My hand was like burned, like all this whole hand was like burned, like it was black, like it was charred or something. It was bad, dude. They had to rush me to the hospital. They had me stick my hand in some sort of stuff or something. It was crazy. I'm not gonna survive, I'm sure. But I think something that happened, that happening might have like done something to my brain. It could have done something. I don't know. That's probably why the way I am mentally. I don't know. But yeah, Juju was talking about something. I said, remind me of this story. But yeah, I mean, luckily I'm here today, and I've never plugged anything into the outlet ever again. That's not a plug, for sure. But man, that was a freaky time for sure. There you go. There's the story of me when I was. I don't remember how old I was. I'd have to ask my mom how old I was. I was pretty young, 6, 7, 8 years old, probably around there. So when you said electrocute me, that reminded me of that. Thanks, Teaver. Thanks, Juji. Bill Kimber, appreciate you. Donald James said he just picked up the Obsidian shirt. Nice, dude. That's a cool one, man. I need to get that. Feisty said he never seen Marshall, but have seen some Jacksons. You haven't seen anything that interested me in the Jackson department, but I mean, there's definitely some stuff there, man. Depending on what you're looking for, there's some stuff. That dude's got all kinds of goodies. Donald says that zip hoodie looks sick also. I'll wait till it gets cold. True that. It'll be a couple of months for sure, but it'll be there for you. It'll be there for you. Now she catch that. That's Paganini with a bazooka right there. Here you go, bud. Thank you, Lisa. Val Kimber says, just call Rick Action Jackson. It's true. It's true. Evan said, Australian dollar must be better. Rick's t-shirt is cheaper today. There you go, man. You just watch the markets, man. When the market's good, get this shirt. Get this shirt. It's true though, man. We used to get when we'd get our record deals because they would give us euros, so the deal would be for euros, and then I'd be like, I think one deal we did, we're getting 50,000 euros or whatever, and then we like said, I hold off on sending it to us. We'll let you know when to send it, and we kept watching the market, and when the dollar, like when there was that dollar versus euro thing was like really hot, it turned into this like 63,000 or 60 some thousand dollars for us. Once we got the 50,000 euros, we were like, sweet. So it was like an extra $13,000 just to play around. It was pretty nice. Eduardo Campos, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. He says he's just arriving from Rock Through School. Here you go, brother. Val says something like that. That sounds like something he would have done. I know. Probably a lot of kids did that. Judy said, good God, how did men survive trial? I know. Trust me, I know. And I used to like ride BMX bikes and skateboards. We'd be jumping ramps and jumping off sidewalks and all kinds of stuff, man. I don't know how I made it to this point. I think, but I'm from the 80s, you know, I was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. We're tougher back then. We were tougher back then. That's for sure. Donald James, it gave me some powers. It probably did, man. It probably did. That's all I can think of. It like gave me some innate musical genius or something. I don't know. I inherited the spirit of some classical composer from like the 1800s or something, the 1700s. I'm crazy. Evan said he did the same thing but a knife on holidays, and I was like, yikes, man. Val says that's why women outlive us. This is true. That's probably very true. Now she gets his brain's just weird. Generally, I know, right? There you go, Val. Zerper, what's up? He says, Rick, what inspired you to want to play guitar? Your talent is ravishing. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I missed a couple of comments. I'll come right back to that one. Vlad Dobrikov, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. And T-Bird say we had lawn darts when he was growing up. Those things are bad too, man. You could take an eye out of that thing. But back to you, Zerper, man. Yeah, I listened to a lot of rock music when I was a kid. Mainly Deep Purple was one of my favorite bands to listen to. And then I started getting into like Judas Priest was like one of my favorite bands. And I had friends that were starting to play guitar as well. So I said, I want to play guitar. I want to play Judas Priest songs. To my parents, they're like, sure, whatever. And both my uncles played guitar, and they had a hand-me-down guitar. So here you could have this one. And then I started learning Judas Priest riffs, Breaking the Law and this and that. And then I was like, just into Judas or whatever, Deep Purple, The Smoke on the Water, stuff like that, easy stuff. And then I was getting pretty deep, I was okay, wasn't great or anything. I could play something, but then I saw Yngwie on TV, and I was like, that was it, man. I gotta play like that. And that's when I got really into it and started taking lessons. I was 15 when I started taking lessons. Donald says he remember Crocodile Dindy's knife. Yeah, that's not a knife. This is a knife. Val says he mainly caught stuff on fire. I caught my high chair on fire when he was 2. Oh man, dude. I had a problem. Yeah, speaking of fire, I had a problem with. I was probably a klepto and I was a little. My brain was wired for be a kleptomaniac and a pyromaniac when I was a little kid, and I would I would steal my parents' lighters. Because both my parents smoked back in the day, and I would steal their lighters because it made fire. And I used to steal them, and I had a little thing where I put my shoes. It was on the wall. You could put all your shoes, little pockets. I used to put them in the pockets. And they'd always wonder where their lighters went. And I'd sit there and play. I'd set stuff on fire all the time. I'm probably like 5 or 6 years old here. And then one day I set something on fire and it got out of control. And I freaked out. And I threw it on the ground. It started burning the floor. It started burning the carpet. And I'm like stamping it out, freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, this is not good. And and I covered it up with a bunch of clothes or whatever. And that stayed there for like about maybe 2 weeks. And my mom finally picked the clothes off the floor, and that was it. I was in trouble. I got spanked so hard from doing that. Like, it was so bad. I never took another lighter in my life again, never. And they're like, where are you getting these lighters? And they checked. There was like 6 lighters I had. And they were freaking out. So yeah, fire's bad too. Gloria's in the house. She says, I'm at work, but I'll be playing live on my speaker. There you go, Gloria. Good to see you. Rosanna says, I'm drinking a beer and listening to your show. There you go. It's like a free concert. Eduardo says, Rick does a little bit of Eddie Van Halen, cool riffs guitar. You play amazingly well. Thank you, Eduardo. Obrigado, Eduardo. Donald said, even my little nephew burned my sister's duplex while she's living. My brother-in-law had 2 turtles. Oh my gosh, dude. That sucks. That's real bad right there. T-Bird knows when the carpet burns, that's bad stuff. Oh yeah, it was bad. It was real bad. Like I said, my dad, I got spanked so hard, man. I even to this day, when I used to smoke and I didn't have my lighter, I said, can I borrow your lighter? Here you go. I never took another lighter again. I'd always give them back. Never. Everybody say, it looks great now, the camera, the 60-inch TV. There you go, buddy. Jeremy Combs said, how's it going tonight, RR? Army. Are you ready to shred with the hottest shredder in the world, Rick? Thank you, Jeremy. Heck yeah, buddy. We're rocking and rolling tonight, brother. For sure, for sure. No, she said, now you said the guitar on fire. I try, you know. Metaphorically speaking, of course, of course. What else have we got here? We just played that one. All right, let's see if we can find another weird one here. Oh yeah, this one. This one's fire, man. Let me try to remember it. I played this the other day. I haven't played this one in a while. This is a fun one right here. Let's give this a shot. cool song. I like that one. It's very, like I said before, it reminds me of something like if I wrote songs for Sabotage, that could probably be something. I could probably be a Sabotage vibe on that. I love that one. I was like, I played it on I don't know, Wednesday maybe. I was like, wow, this is a cool song. Judy says, did you ever burn plastic Army Men? No, I never burned those. No, I learned my lesson a long time. You know, after that lesson, I never touched I never mess with fire. Nah, I never mess with it. Unless my dad like allowed me to, you know, like set off firecrackers or something like that, like July 4th or New Year's, whatever. I could use the lighter then, but I'd never use the lighter otherwise. But I did have some Army Men though. I used to have the. I'm so old that I had the Guns of Navarone Army Man set. It was like this big, huge mountain on the back. It had like all little spots where the mountain was, and it had like on a string you could like put your Army Men in there, and then like an elevator and move them all up and stuff. That's how old I am. Guns of Navarone. That's crazy. Raiden, what's up, brother? Thank you, man. Zach G in the house. How's it going, Zach? Nashi Kid, appreciate that, man. Yeah, we got to try and do all kinds of different songs today. So see what we can find. There you go, Raiden. Feisty said, do you know? I don't. What do you know what? Eduardo says, Rick, I played 3 songs. Judas Priest. I love it. There you go, buddy. Ain't nothing wrong with Judas Priest songs, my man. Not one of them. There you go, Juji. He said, very satisfying. I like it. Feisty says, oh, do I know Burning Down House? Burning down the house. My bird. No, I don't know. I don't know how to play it. I've heard it a million times. Laura Bachloon, how you doing? Good to see you. She said, hey, Rick, how your weekend going? It's going great. Like I said before, I slept in super late today. I slept in till like 3:15. And I could have kept going. Evan says, plastic bags from the clothesline do the same thing. Whoop, whoop. I know, right? There you go, Nashi Cat. Donald James says he knows Painkiller, but I can't really play it solo. But I play his version. There ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Lisa got the dogs. Dogs wants out. Who let the dogs out? Lisa. Feist says, Jeff's Akai $1,000 digital piano sold for $250. Minor cosmetic damage on the back. It's not a bad bargain, man. That's pretty nice. Yeah, I need to like check. I need to throw him in my my daily routine of stuff. That's for sure. I have a daily routine of Guitar Center used. I have a routine of Reverb used, Sweetwater used. I'm always looking for this one Jackson. There's actually one on Reverb right now. But man, it's like the dude wants too much money for it. It's got something etched. The wood is like etched out in the back, all dumb. It's missing the original plate. It's got different locking tuners on it. I was like, oh, dude, get out of here with this, man. It was so close, but man, that's not the one. Eduardo says, TV75, very show. TV speaks Portuguese. Interesting. I never heard that one. There you go. Evan likes that Crowded House. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Can't sing it. Obrigado, Rosana. Don J says, damn, Rick, somebody's going to give up a citation for playing too far. I know, right? We're going in hot tonight. Eduardo says, Rick, Eduardo Van Halen. I don't know his stuff. I don't know too much Eddie Van Halen. I never learned it, you know. He wasn't my hero or nothing like that. A couple of riffs here and there. That's about it. Here's one for Eduardo. Eduardo, this one for you, man. That's all I know. That's one of my favorite Van Halen riffs, that's for sure. Let's see. Oh, there you go, down Psycho Killer, Qu'est-ce que c'est? Eduardo says, I really like this name, Eduardo Adudu. There you go, man. I guess because the dude, you got the D-U in his name, Eduardo Du. I like it. Chris Arsenault, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Juji says, thanks for sharing your funny stories. We can't even hear more. I got plenty of them. As long as I can remember them. You know, the older I get, the more I forget. My mom, she don't remember much either. Like, we found this stuff, we found this drink, Tahitian treat. It's like a fruit punch soda. I used to drink it as a kid like crazy. I remember my parents buying that stuff. And And I showed a picture of my mom. She's like, "What's that? Enjoy it." I was like, "Don't you remember this?" She's like, "Nah, I don't remember it." I was like, "We drank this all the time." What? So yeah, it's getting there. You know, my memory's getting there. Let's see what else we got. Figured out this key changer. Okay, this one sounds good. All right, we'll try this one. I don't know what it is, but we'll try it out. I'm afraid of this one, though. I am afraid. So let's see. Let's try it out. I hit the key changes right. Shoot, that's a crazy cool. That's kind of a cool song. I don't remember that one. I kind of remember it. Kind of don't. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see. We got. Judy said, you have to write a book, Rick. I started writing a book a long time ago. I've got quite a few bits and pieces written, a couple chapters, like a lot of stuff, interestingly. But I never finished it, honestly. And I found a copy of it, but then when I opened it up in like, you know, whatever, it's like wingdings. It's like some old Microsoft Word document. So I got to try and figure out how to like convert it into a normal text. But like it always looks like some crazy wingdings. I don't even know what's in there. Feisty says there's a 61 reissue SG right now with a snapped headstock. Ouch. I wouldn't want that, man. But someone might get it and get it fixed. Could be worth something. Donald James said he played some Round and Round earlier today. Good rat song. Yeah, it's a classic. Round and round, what goes around comes around. What was I listening to today? We were on our way back. We were on our way back home. And Nobody's Fool by Cinderella came on. I was like, that's a jam, dude. That was a good album, man. That Night Songs album. Eduardo, very much so, buddy. Thank you, man. Vicey also says, check out Franklin Guitar Works. They liquidate for Fender brands, salvage part outs, and so on. Interesting. And they buy U.S. Fender necks like for cheap. Interesting. I saw a real nice Fender on some dude trying to sell it's a 2009 Mexican Fender for like $350, but it had Ingve, the yellow Ingve color. I was like, huh. I was like, man, I should get that and then give me like a reverse scalloped, like a reversed headstock scalloped neck. I slap it on there. I thought it looked pretty nice. Let's see. Obrigado, Eduardo. Juji says, anyone know where you get a refurbished or affordable laptop? I know a place. I get emails from them all the time. What's it called? Discount. I think it's like discountpcs.com or something. Is it this place? I think I get emails from this place. I actually bought something from this place, Juji, a while back. What kind are you looking for? Let me see. Yeah, here you go, Juji. How about I'll put this link in the chat for you, Juji. These people send me I literally bought. I think I bought a computer for my mom here, like some little thing a long time ago, and I bought like a certain laptop that a certain laptop that I needed to do. I could do music on. And yeah, what kind was that? I got it over here. It's all right. I think I actually bought Stardust, a laptop from here too, a long time ago. But let me put that in the chat for you, Judy. This place might have something you're looking for. That link's for Juji. Anyone else curious, you can check it out. But that was a nice. I bought a couple things from here. Like here you go, right there. The Dell Latitude 14-inch i5 Gen Windows 10, $160. That's not bad. You can pay a little more. A Dell Latitude i5 Gen 8 with Windows 11 for $329. That's not bad deals. These are really bad. Yeah, I bought a couple. I bought a couple of things from this place, Juji. So they are legit, FYI. They still send me emails all the time. Donald says somebody wanted me to play Tina Turner for them. Oh shoot. What's love got to do? Got to do. See, that's what you should have sang. You should have sang it. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. Who needs a heart when your heart can't be broken? Or you could have sang, what's the song from Thunderdome? Is that the one? I don't remember. Let's see. Donald said, I guess people get a kick out of me butchering songs. Hey, what? It don't matter, man. I think you're just recording your journey, man. A lot of people are doing that now. They're just recording their journey, you know. Like Brody, he's just Brody, Abby, Ghost of Maiden, all these kids. I've seen some other kids on there. This one kid just plays Metallica. That's all he does. But it's just recording your journey, man. I mean, now I couldn't do this stuff when I was that age or even any time. You know, I couldn't like record my progress from like start to finish on video. Would have been nice, but don't ever worry about it, man. Yeah, don't ever worry about it. Have fun, and keep going, man. You never know who's going to show up. I lurked at last week for you. And I heard you trying speeders. That was good. Well, let's see. All right, what we got here? Oh, man. Says, good evening, good morning, Mr. Rick. It's nice weather in Tokyo this morning. How's the weather there? Thank you for the good luck. Don regato gozaimasu. Ichiben no fen desu. Good to see you. The weather here was nice. It was actually a little overcast, so it wasn't super crazy. But thank you so much, my friend. I would love to come back to Japan. I really would. I mean, if I get the chance, I'm there in a minute. Someone said, Rick, get on a plane right now and go to Japan to do something. I'll be there in a second. I got my passport ready to go. Let's do it. Donald James says, remember a band called Jackal? Yeah, we actually opened for Jackal in Orlando. Saigon Kick was another one. Yeah, man. They had that tune, Love is on the way. I can see it in your eyes. Evan says, go find a crackhead. He'll get you a laptop real quick. Ha! That's hard to find around here anymore. People don't do that no more. They into meth. That's old business there, man. They into what's the other stuff? Fentanyl and meth. That's the big stuff in America now. Gotta watch out for that stuff, man. Donald James knows Tokyo, awesome. I love to go to Tokyo. Jeremy says hello Tokyo, absolutely. Judy said I remember there's a place with Tiger in the name of it. Oh, Tiger Direct, yeah. Yeah, Tiger Direct. That's old school for sure. Billy Boy, thanks, brother. Appreciate that, man. Judy said, I love to be able to make my own music. Yeah, as long as you got Windows 10 or wait, what are they dropping? Windows 7. Windows 10 is gone, so you want to try and find some of the Windows 11 on it at this rate. Windows 10 was going to keep being supported, I guess, a little bit. They kept going, but you want to get something with Windows 11, Juji, for sure. Evan says, Nutbush City in the Thunderdome. There you go. Who run a border town? That's a classic movie, man. Oh, yeah. We don't need another hero. That's the song from Mad Max 3. Eduardo said, I went to get the beer. I enjoyed the night, Master Rick. Thank you, my friend. Val said he bought an Asus gaming laptop to stream. He's very sad. I said, nice. I can't think of the one we bought. We bought one for Stardust here. We got it off Amazon. I think it was a Lenovo, but it's got Windows 11 on it. It's basically so she could run the version of Photoshop she has doesn't work on our gaming PCs. So I had to figure out a way to she could still use Photoshop. So what we ended up doing is I bought this laptop that could run the Photoshop, and then I do a remote access from her gaming PC to the laptop, so she can still use Photoshop off of that, and then just copy and paste or cut and paste the stuff back onto her gaming desktop. It works out nicely. We were going to do the new emojis, but her laptop needs to get plugged in, and I gotta charge that thing up. Okay, Feisty knew it. We don't need another hero. That's a good one there, man. Edward Campos knows Tina. There you go, Val. I'm putting on my walking shoes. Feisty said there's a channel called Psycho Face Dude, does all metal covers, great real, sings younger guy. Nice, dude. I haven't seen that guy yet. I tell you what, I doom scroll a little bit, just to see who's out there, man. And that's what's up. And there's a lot. Judy says, right, everyone I've had the pleasure of talking to in Japan are such great, but they are. Japan is an amazing country. The people are incredible, and the fans, fans of metal and stuff, rock and roll. They love it when American bands and European bands come over there and play. They really do, and they're so appreciative of it, and they're super dedicated too. I mean, I swear, I'd never experienced anything in my life. We got off the plane. There's people waiting for us. We got off the bus from the airport to the hotel. There's people waiting for us. It's like, what? This crazy, man. Judy said, that's the problem, Rick. There's a bunch of people just shooting up under the bridge in the park. Nobody doing good old, I know. No, good old crack. Good old crack, I tell you. That's funny. Feisty says, Japan has tons of great girl metal bands. Japan has tons of great every kind of band, man. Great every kind of music. They're nuts over there. There's nuts. Eduardo said, there's much music. There's music here in Brazil, an opening show at Iron Maiden, UFO. Doctor knows which one to have. Nice, dude. Yeah, they always, Brazil always gets some of the biggest shows. There was a Brazil rock metal show with Sabotage just a couple weeks ago. It's amazing, man. Feisty, stay away from the white powders. Indeed, yeah, you got to stay away from that stuff. I dabbled in all kinds of stuff when I was young. I'm glad I don't anymore. But man, yeah, there's some heavy duty stuff. That'll get you addicted real fast. Val says there's some hardcore rockabilly fans in Japan. I'll bet, man. I'll bet, dude. Brother Dan Anderson, what's up, dude? Good to see you. He says, share it out and smash the likes. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Edward says, UFO. I don't never listen to UFO, man. I got into Michael Schenker group the most. Of the Mad X-Man, he can rip you up into pieces. I was into MSG, man. I never got into UFO. I don't know. I don't even remember anyone I knew got into UFO. Even though Michael Schenker was in it, I never really heard too much of it. It was a Michael Schenker group that I got into. Vice says, have your hobby be your business. Wouldn't that be nice? Too hard anymore. So many musicians out there and trying to break through. That's the big problem, man. People breaking out and getting out there is so tough, man. But a lot of YouTubers have done it, man. They got so many, like, millions of followers or subscribers. Pretty much, hooking them up. Donald says, not too many male acts coming to my area, but I did get to see Archspire. Those guys are insane, dude. Jeremy knows Japan is great all around. Japan has something for everyone. It's true. It's true. You're welcome, Juji. Absolutely. Yeah, Japan's crazy, man. I need to go again. I really do. Don't arigato, my friend. Thank you so much. Val says, maybe I'm Japanese instead of Scottish and Cherokee. Maybe so. There you go, Eduardo. Feisty says, Psycho Face is great. Maybe if I doom scroll and see him, I'll check it out. Algorithm, what's up, brother? Good to see you. He says, share a nice red stream. I feel lucky to be here. Awesome. Good to see you, brother. Gratitude. Thanks, bro. All right, what is it? 10:27. All right, we might play one more quick one here. We'll see if we can find one. All right, everyone knows. How's this one go? I haven't played this one in a minute. cool song, yeah. It's a little rough at being. I totally forgot I played that one. But man, that's fun. That's a cool jam. Very interesting. I have to work that one out a little more. That's got some cool stuff to it. All right, let's see. We got some more. Chris Arson says, I have listened to Never Ending Nightmare by Michael Schenker. I don't know. I've heard that one before. My favorite ones are like Assault. I love Assault Attack. That's a great one. And then I don't really. What was the other one? Shoot, I can't think of the name of it. It's got like On and On it. That's one of my favorites. I love that riff. That On and On riff is like. That's my jam right there. That's my jam. Donald says he subs to Psycho Face. He's talented. Very cool, man. There you go, gratitude. Dude, you said, can we hear some rat? I got one rat. I got one rat up in here. We'll give it a try. I need to figure out that solo a little better. I'm missing a note. Chris Liggett, thank you. Nachi Ket, thank you. Jeremy Coleman, feeling that. There you go. Laura, thank you. Donald James, appreciate it. Val Kimmer like that one. Hergio Algo. Let's see. Rosana was liking that. Obrigado, Rosana. Thank you, Laura. Anti got the link for Algorithm. Make sure he's on rumble.com, so make sure you click out and check him out. Hot Diggity said, I got my speeder mug. Came so fast to burn the rest of the mail. There you go. That's how it does. Good to hear. Good to hear. Every case I have technology, and technology hates me. I've been messing with technology since I was a little kid, so I'm pretty good with it. Eduardo says, Rick had a day making sound guitar, man. I loved it. Thank you. Obrigado, Eduardo. Thank you, Rosana. There you go. Built to destroy. Thank you, Feisty. I knew you would know that. Anti said, Ninja. Mummy Ninja, look here. Mummy Ninja, look over there. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, Rumble though, man. I don't know about that Rumble, man. Rumble and Kick, I don't know, but I guess you can. If you got to figure it out, I sure don't, man. They don't promote you, man. They don't promote you. Even the people on Rumble, like the company Rumble, some. Representative like sent me an email like, hey Rick, we want you to be on Rumble. I was like, oh yeah? Like, yeah, start posting videos. I'm like, okay. And then I posted my video and nothing happened. I'm like, what? Like, what the hell? And she's like, oh no, you posted it in the wrong way. You gotta post it to your like something else. Like, I guess can't post a video? What is this? And I was like, I ain't got time for this right now. But it's all good. I guess if you can figure it out, you got it. Wow. I actually don't have Lay It Down in here. I got to copy that in here. Uno momento, por favor. We have to... I don't have Lay It Down. I never imported the Lay It Down track in here. Let's see. It's been a minute. And then we'll go ahead and play this, and then we'll crank up the acoustic for a couple spins. I got to get out of here at like 11-ish tonight. Where's Lay It Down? A, B, C, D. Lay it down. All right, there we go. Let me think. How's this go? How's that riff go? I cannot forget that riff. Down, 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 down. Down, down, down. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Let's see. Something like that, man. Warren's great, man. That's a great solo. One of my favorite songs, too. What was the other riff I was like? Turn around, remember me, I'm the one. That's a classic. Those first couple Rat albums were like insanely good. Algorithm said, did someone forget to hit that like button? Not too bad, like 39 likes, not too shabby. There you go, hot diggity. Jeremy says, any chance we'll hear a little DOD purple? Or one of those that has a lot of squeals in it. Here you go, man. Maybe we could rip one out. Midwest Bobby says, what up, Professor Rick? I hope your weekend well. Thank you, Midwest Bobby. Good to see you, brother. So far, so good. So far, so good. Algo says, watching the process of making it comes alive. There you go, man. That's true, man. Yeah, I mean, when you're starting from zero and building it up, man, that's what's good, man. Eduardo says, Rosetta hasn't heard of Portuguese for a moment. Obrigado. All I know is obrigado y boa noche. That's my stuff. There you go, Algo. Appreciate that, man. Getting there. Hey, there you go. Anti's got rock Shredstrom lays it down. You know we do. Val says, we used to listen to rap while camping out. Oh, man. Well, I used to, when I was young, I used to go to, adult male or whatever bars, with the dancers and stuff. And they said, I knew the DJ was like, yo, you got to lay it down up in here, man. And he'd always play it for me. And it sounded so good on the stereo system. I was like, oh, man, this sounds so good. T-Bird got a blue bunny caramel mini swirl. Those are good, dude. We got some of those back in the day. Cooler Taste now says, rock on, Rick. Ohio rock legend. You know what's up, brother. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. Evan says, he's a Chopin berry couche, if that counts. Chopin. Or is that like chopping broccoli? He's chopping it up, man. They probably got some wild stuff in Australia, man. I don't even know. Okay, what do we got? Oh, we want to do one for Jeremy. Jeremy wants something. How about I'll try this again, man. We tried the other night. I wish I had this Gates of Babylon, dude. This Gates of Babylon is so freaking hard, man. It is so freaking hard. I've been trying to get all the parts together, man. I have a version of it in here. It is so dang hard, man. But we'll try Stargazer. How about that? Go classic. See if I remember where to start at. I'd sell my soul for water. Oh, that's a great tune, man. I still got to work on that solo, man. I totally forgot how to play it, honestly. Mostly improv there. But dang it, I got to work on it. Anti's got the link to my Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all that good stuff. If you're ever in the donating mood, it's all good, all good, all good. You being here is the most important thing, and I always appreciate it. You know that's right. Evan Snow's Stargazer, freaking cool, man. I love that tune, man. It's one of my favorites of all time. George, Glenn, he says, hey, Rick, good to see you, man. He said, hey, late. No worries, buddy. We got a little bit more time left. Just a little bit. You're welcome, Jeremy. Appreciate you, man. I can't turn down a rainbow request for sure, man. How diggity feeling that one? John James knows Stargazer. Yes, that's Stargazer. Juji says she chopped the broccoli. I'm chopping broccoli. Chopping broccoli. Yeah, Dana Carvey. That's one of the best skits in the history of SNL right there. I goes, I'm band on those strings. There you go, brother. Now she can't like them. Whammy always hits. Yeah, buddy. I have to kind of do a fake slide because that's how Richie Blackmore used to slide on that whole song. So I gotta kind of go. I kind of had the whammy bar to get the slide sound going. That's some cool stuff, though. Gratitude, appreciate that, brother. Algo says, I don't think I've ever seen a faster guitar ninja than Rick. I feel that, man. Appreciate you, dude. Thanks, Hot Diggity. Val says, any song with a whammy is good. There you go, buddy. Yeah, that was a long one, too. I didn't know when that thing was going to end. I was like, that's a lot, man. Thanks, Glenn. Appreciate that, dude. Don says, you nailed that song. I just play within the key. I don't know the note for I kind of do. I've heard it enough in my life to kind of, okay, I can get, but I need to go back and brush up on it just a teeny bit more. Jeremy said, I'd love to hear that Gates of Babylon when you get worked out. Yeah, for sure, I want to have it. I mean, I got the music here, but I don't remember it, man. It goes in like 3 different key changes, and I don't remember. I was like trying to learn it maybe a month or 2 ago, just kind of listening to it and going to note for note for note. But man, dude, like the Stargazer solo, the Gates of Babylon solo, I don't know what Richie was smoking or drinking, man. He must have been on something crazy because you just don't come up with that stuff like that. That's for sure, man. You just don't come up with stuff like that every day. Oh man. One day I'll get it. I promise, Jeremy. I wanted to have it for myself too. I want to do it. I want to do it. Thanks, Nachi Cat. Cooler Taste, appreciate that. August, I love being in Rick's place. I can't remember. Then goes on to kill whatever song. Humility is the great quantity in a man with so much time. I appreciate that, brother. Gotta have it, man. Edward says, if you don't play Pantera, I'll cry. I'm very sentimental. Just kidding. I'll cry more. How about this one? This is the only one I know, brother. I don't know a lot of stuff like that. it goes. Something like that, dude. I never tried learning, man. I just hear it in my head and I can figure it out. Gretchen says, mop, mop all day long, mop, mop. There you go, man. Val Kimber, there you go. Eduardo knows that. Cemetery Gates. Jeremy said, hell yeah, buddy. Sounds good so far. I tried, man. I tried. That's a beautiful, I love that riff, too. Look away from the sea. What's the guy? Anti got something. He's got some sharp cheddar grass-fed cheeseburgers with the proper hot sauce, real bacon and eggs with garlic and pepper, and the eggs done medium up over the cut-up bacon. Once done in the cast iron. That sounds crazy, dude. That sounds like that stuff they make on the show with the bear. There's some crazy stuff there, man. I know. I got some leftover pizza. I need to get into. Jeremy says Richie's one of a lot of the people that come up with the things that I know. There you go, Eduardo. Of course, they sounded rad, Rick. Hell yeah, appreciate that, brother. Juji wants to hear Voltage. All right, I don't mind playing. You know I don't mind playing Voltage ever. Well, I'll see if I can swing one quick acoustic after this. I don't want to get too much because we did a long Saturday last weekend. It was fun, man. Let me see, where is that tune? All right, that's. I think it's this one here. Let me see. Make sure it's the right song. Okay, there it is. You know, I gotta write this down. I gotta change this title on this. Voltage. All right, Voltage. Plus, I'm running low on Mountain Dew already. I don't know why. Actually, this stuff is so delicious. If you're a fan of Mountain Dew and you like kind of orange, citrus, tangerine flavor, my God, this is good stuff. I really like this new Mountain Dew. It's not as good as Voltage for shredding, but it's like a chill shred, you know. Thank you, obrigado, Rosana. Graduate was 5 minutes alone. That's a killer jam, right, man. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that. Eduardo was feeling that. There you go. Don says, thought about looping with your acoustic. No, I never tried that, man. You could probably do it. I don't know if I have a looper or something like that, or a way to do it. Mama Shredder in the house. What's going on, Mama Shredder? He says, hi, Rick. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you and your family. Hope you're doing well this weekend. It's always good to see you. All right, let's see. All right, we'll do this Voltage, and then we'll. I think I do have one song for the acoustic for sure that we haven't never tried on acoustic, so we'll try that after this. This one, Juji wanted it. She wanted the Voltage. You get the Voltage. Let's go. That's such a fun song to play. It's a really cool song. I can't wait to have that one like studio recorded and stuff. That's gonna be nuts, man. That one there. All right, let's mute this so you don't get zapped with feedback and stuff. Let's see. All right, this is always a challenge. Every week this is a challenge, man. Because this chord is heavy, man. This is a heavy chord. All right, we're gonna leave that there. Leave that there. All right, let's put this one down. Remember, I'm strapped to a corded microphone. This is always the problem, man. This is like my umbilical cord to the world. Okay. As long as we can get back into the space properly, we're good. Okay. This was a good transition right here. One of the better transitions we've had. It's so hard. All right, got the acoustic up. Let's see. I got one tune. I got to remember how to play it. But I'm going to try this one here. If I can find it. I saw it earlier. Where'd it go? I tell you, this is the problem of having so many songs in your playlist. Where did this go? Here it is. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. A lot of comments. Got to read them. See what's cooking. Let's see. Man, more comments than I expected. All right. Remember Glenn's comment and Eduardo? Donald, okay. Mama Shredder was in the house. Let's see. Okay. Algo says, Mountain Dew really needs to sponsor Rick. Anyone have a contact? I know, right? I don't think they do sponsorships in that respect for people, like personalities. I don't know if they do. They do for like some big, events or something. I don't know how you get into that, honestly. Carl says, sorry, I meant to say what classical guitar is it? This is a Godin Multi-Act Encore. It's a very nice one. Oh, that's almost dangerous. I have a drinking problem. I was trying to drink it off the side. That's weird. Let's see. Now Stardust wants some bacon and eggs. Rosana, obrigado. There you go. Evan says the Dew would be owned. The Dew is owned by PepsiCo, actually. So yeah, and I saw something. I tried to look and see if it's like Pepsi does sponsorship, and they said we don't do no sponsorships. But you never know. You never know. Let's see. There you go. Juji knows what's up. That song was inspired by my 8-year-old self plugging a paperclip into a wall. There you go. Let's see. Feisty says he's eating out of the dumpster again. Gotta find that cat food, man. Like Gerald said, Stardust is his favorite modder. Keep up the good modder. Hey, I'm here to give the modder some love. You unsung heroes. Ain't that the truth? Thank you, Gerard. Yeah, the mods do a wonderful job during the week. It gets crazy. It gets crazy during the week, but we really thank the mods for hanging out with us. What's that one thing? Mediterranean Sunrise. That's a rough song to play. Anyway, let's see. Evan's got the, he says, save that bacon fat and put it in your mashed potatoes. There you go, man. Thank you, I'll go. Let's see, make sure I'm in the right course here. You the man, Gerard, thanks, man. Let's see. Anti says, real butter and real bacon make everything better. True that. Glenn says, ooh, Godin, nice guitar. Yeah, this is a super nice guitar. Evan says, Pepsi, well, I'll be damned. Yeah, buddy. Pepsi owns a lot of stuff. Pepsi owns Pepsi, of course, Mountain Dew, Doritos, a bunch of other stuff too, man. You still own Taco Bell, I think. Algo said, I heard the soundtrack from that movie Desperado. I was like, yeah, right? Hey, that's what Antonio Banderas could play the flamenco on that one, man. All right, let me see how this goes. Let's see if I can pull this off. I think I got the right key. Hopefully this is the right key. Let's try. I guess it's B. All right, it's the key of B minor. Let's try it again with feeling this time, everybody. pretty cool with the acoustic guitar on it. Shoot. It's not a bad jam. All right, I like it. It's called, the tune is called History, I believe. That's what it wrote down here. It says History. I think it was called the full title was Our Place in History. But there you go. Juji said, she said she wants that Iron Maiden on the acoustic. I mean, the only one I could think of is to truly be Hollow Be That Name, be the only one I could think of. Feisty knows, gotta keep them moderated. Hey! Don said he was watching Zarchord earlier. The acoustic loops are pretty fire. Nice, man. I never tried it. I see a lot of kids doing that stuff, man. You know, like, whatever they do. I don't know what they do. How do they do it? I never tried it. I'm a writer, man. I'm a writer. That's all I do. Jeremy says, come on, everyone. Smash that like button, subscribe. Nobody deserves it more than the absolute master subscribe. Appreciate that, Jeremy. Yeah, you know, Saturdays are just chill time, man. We don't get, YouTube don't push this stream at all, man. YouTube don't even know this stream exists, probably. On the horizontal streams, they don't give you much. They don't give you much. But we got a nice group of people come hang with us every Saturday. We love to see it. Thanks, Zach. Anti's got some cool stuff right there. Lots of shirts and goodies. Check them out, check them out. Thank you, Juji. Rosana Obrigado. Eduardo likes that flamenco music. Appreciate you, man. Evan said, I just need a couple of chairs and a coffee machine. I'm set. And Rick, of course. There you go, buddy. Your local goober asked, do you have any other guitars? I got a little 12. I got the one I've been playing tonight, and then we got the Black Jackson behind me. I got this acoustic. I have 3 more Jacksons, just like the one you see on the screen. Got 3 Charvel Predators from 1991. I got 2 Fender Strats, one with a Floyd, and then I got another acoustic. It's a Epiphone Chet Atkins version. Don said he was playing along. That weird keychain kept throwing me off. I know, right? Judy said, can you play with the children cry? I don't even know how that song goes. When the children cry. There's probably some tabs to it. I don't even know. When the children cry tabs. When the children. Gosh. Children. I can't even type, man. When the children cry. Yeah, I can't type for lesson. Whatever. I don't know. Try that. I'm sure some dudes. Here you go. When the children cry. Dang, dude, that's a 31-minute lesson. I ain't got time for 31 minutes, bro. I need 3 minutes. Here we go. All right, here we go. 10, 7, 8. I don't know if I'm the right key for this. Okay, so it goes. See, the problem is I'm in the wrong key, so I have to play at my key. Oh, well, the key goes like this. It doesn't sound right to me because I'm in the wrong key. That's the right key. That's the only problem, Juji. I'm tuned down from the original. I'd have to put that through my my effect to try and make it go better. Let's see. Costumes, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Donald James, like that, Fomenko. Algo says, all you good people in the chat, take care of yourselves and our loved ones. Thank you for your time and talent, Rick. You're welcome, brother. Appreciate you. Josephina, God bless you. Thank you so much for hanging with us. Gratitude says, sweet, did I hear you have a Chet? It's an Epiphone Chet Atkins SST. So it's very similar to this type of guitar. But yeah, it's the Chet Atkins version. It played amazing when I got it, but I put some new strings on it. It plays like garbage. Drew says, so much appreciation for giving it a shot. Sounds great. Anyway, yeah, I'd have to get, I don't know if I could do it on here. That would be weird. That'd be scary. Hold on, let me think of something here. Let me try something real quick. I think I have a clean channel. Here we go. Let's see if this works. I got an idea, Juji. Let me see if it works. Ooh, that's a lot of reverb there. That's insanity. Where's this reverb, yo? That's too much reverb. Let's turn that off. That sounds weird. Like trying to transpose it. No, that sounds too weird. I try to transpose it, and it don't work. It doesn't like the acoustic sound. It's worth a shot. Let's see. I better change that back to what I had. I was working on a new rhythm tone the other day. Let's see. I'll put that back where it was. All right. Let's see. Anyway, which you wanted the. I wonder how this would sound. I think I tried this before. Yeah, that was not good. There's some Iron Maiden acoustic where you have craziness, right? That's awesome to hear. Costumes, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thanks, Gratitude. Anti's got Val Kimber's link up there. Check him out if you get a chance. Eduardo says, Rick, I play by ear. I listen. I stay until I get the right notes. There you go, buddy. Gratitude's like, oh, man. Juji said, have you written anything new? I have not, no. I haven't had time. Like, usually, last Saturday I was able to, like, piece together something, like, in an hour. Like, Saturdays, I'm running out of time on Saturdays. I wake up so late, and then we get going, and we get back late, and then I got stuff to do, you know. I got TV to watch. I got games to play, depending on Saturday. So it's like, oh my gosh, man. So I gotta find this. Luckily, this Friday I have off. So since I have off this Friday, I might be able to try and work on something. I got like 3 or 4 songs that are in the works, but I need to work on them some more. There you go. Juji said, "Hallowed sounds so epic on it," because I know they should do that one. They should do that one. Evan knows, take me to the gallows pole. Juji's feeling that epic as hell. There you go. Eduardo knows. Juji, iron nylon, right? Anti said, now do hallowed in flamenco style. True. It was kind of flamenco-ish. Yeah, but that's a good one there. I don't know if I have any other tunes. Let's see if I can find one sneaky one. Ones I haven't played in a while. Let's see. I was gonna do Symphony 40 without the drums. It didn't sound right. It needs to be completely rejuvenated for an acoustic sound. Let's see. We're gonna play this one. Juji always liked this one. 11:26, just in time. Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. We went a little extra just to get a few more clips in there, but I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Oh, shoot, I better turn this down. Let me kill this volume just in case. All right, we'll rip through these comments, and then we got to get out of here. I got some pizza to eat, y'all. I got some pizza. Matt Max said, that almost sounds like an Iced Earth intro. There you go, bro. Appreciate that. Let's see. No one said, what's good, Master Shredder? Hope you're doing well, Rick. Keep on rocking. Thank you, no one. Someone's always good to see you there. Juji said, oh, yes, the fire. You feel that one. They feel that one. Let's see. Rosana Obrigado, thank you so much for being with us tonight. You and Eduardo, thank you very much. Obrigado. Let's see. Juju is feeling that one. There you go. Jeremy Coleman said, I could definitely go with more Rick Renstrom Unplugged. Absolutely amazing. Can I say enough good things? That's awesome, dude. We do some more here and there, you know. It's always fun to change it up a little bit. Val says, Rick and strings go together. I know, right? Juji says, moments like this make me feel grateful to be alive. I feel that. That's a real nice song, and you can kind of really chill, you know, with the acoustic sound on it. It sounds really, really nice. A lot of the tunes I write, you can do acoustically on it, so I appreciate that. Michael M says, what's up, what's up, what's up? Rocking the power bounce, I like it. Maybe a little classical vibe. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. DJ Beanhouse, he says, sorry, I'm way late. We just finishing up, brother. Oh, man. Well, it's always good, man. No worries, brother. Like I said to everyone in this world, life always comes first. Remember that, everybody. Life always comes first. We going to be here nonetheless. But, yeah, no worries. No worries, DJ B. It's always good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well this weekend. Donald James knows pizza to eat, games to play. Yeah, We're working on this. We're working on like a crazy game right now, trying to get the. We hadn't played this game in a long time. They came with a big update, and we're trying to get everything they got to offer. So we've been busting it out. Anti says Pizzagate. Juji says thanks a lot, Rick. Enjoy the pizza and have a great night. Thank you, Juji. Let's see. I think we got it covered. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. DJB. We'll be back tomorrow night at 9. For the Sunday vertical shred fest for sure. Looking forward to that. We're going to shoot for the, we're getting close to, I don't even know where we're at anymore. Are we getting close to 55,000, I think it is? I don't know if we'll make it tomorrow. We'll see. But I think that's what we're going to shoot for. Where are we at right now? We're at 54,047. So we're going to shoot for 55 tomorrow or by Tuesday. That's the goal. That's the goal. Don said, it's cool you have someone to play games. Oh, yeah. Me and Stardust, we like the gaming team over here. We always got something. And Stardust is always there because, you know, I die in a lot of games. She's always there to pick me up. I go in head first. She hangs back. We got another game we haven't played yet. It's called Peak. And it's this mountain climbing game that's like totally funny or whatever. And we haven't got to that one yet, but we're going to get to that soon. There's a whole bunch. Whoever has PC game, whoever plays PC games, Steam's having a huge sale right now. So if you've been looking for something to get, check it out. Let's see. Roseanne says, Rick, I just don't tell you to stop smoking because I smoke too. I feel you. Got to have that nicotine. Thank you, Michael Adams. Appreciate you, brother. Stardust says it all right there. Take care, friends. All of you are so appreciated and love. You know that's right. Well, we want to thank everyone for being here tonight. We truly do appreciate it. It was another beautiful Saturday. I am super hungry, so I'm going to get this pizza on. And then I hope you all have a great rest of your night, great rest of the weekend. As you know, I'll be back tomorrow night at 9 p.m. for the vertical streams. And, of course, next week, the usual times. Anti's got the links and the information there. Tomorrow night at 9, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 again. So we'll be back and rock out with it. But if I don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you next week sometime, I'm sure. I hope you have a great one. T-Bird says, DJB says, I got Scott Rocksmith because I've been wanting to see how lives up there. Nice, dude. Heard it's pretty fun. T-Bird says, I have more PC games than I know. I know, brother. My Steam account is pretty vast. It's pretty vast. So yeah. Val says nicotine is great and horrible at the same time. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Glenn, have a great one. And thank you, Anti, for hanging with us tonight. Juji, of course. Stardust. Lisa was here. So we appreciate all the mods. Jeremy, you're quite welcome, my friend. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Beyond that, everyone have a great one. Always stay safe. Take care of each other and be good to each other, because that's all we got in this world. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all right, everybody. Have a great one. We shall see you tomorrow night or next week. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Take care, everybody.